I went to Robert Smith's house and tell you this quick story, the Billionaire. And the story is, you got 30 minutes. No one gets more than 30 minutes of his time, period. I was told that. I done got a jet on a flew to Austin to his house. Cool, for 30 minutes, man. Do you know how bad I wanted to sit with this man, to get a jet and go somewhere for 30-minute meeting? I was at Robert Smith's house for 7 hours. I was leaving his house and I asked the lady who runs it, I said, can I ask you a question? I said, I was expecting to leave in 30 minutes, 40 minutes. I said, why was I in this man's house for 7 hours? She said, you know why, Steve? She said, because you're the first person that sat with him for 20 minutes and ain't asking for no money. The biggest thing Robert Smith taught me was to scale up. Everything you saying, Steve, scale it. You want to bring 300 boys to your ranch? How do you bring 3,000 to your ranch? You bring 3,000, how do you bring 30,000? You want to change 30,000 lives? How you change 300,000 lives? He taught me that valuable lesson. And me and Robert Smith, we've been friends ever since, man. And when he gave that money to Morehouse and paid off all them loans, do you know he meets with them brothers once a month? He meets with them once a month. I was on the yacht for my birthday. He called me and said, Steve, need you to join this call with me on Thursday night. Man, ain't no problem. Got on the lunch with him and got in on the Zoom call with him. He had about 40, 50 of them cats on the line, sat online, and all I did was give them information about the mindset you have to have for success. You got to get your mind wrapped around this thing, man. If you don't get this here, you got to have successful thought. Everything I think is big, and everything I try to think is positive. Now I'm human, I have my days, you know, when I have doubts, and I'm human. But right after that, whenever I think something ain't working, I do two things. I start thinking I get grateful, and I immediately go into prayer. I get grateful, and then I just say, okay, God, I thank you for what all you done for me. Let me just shut up and cool out. And then I go into prayer. And dog, what I have now is because of that. It's not because like I'm the funniest cat out there. You know, somebody asked me one time, you think you that funny? I don't know. I know enough people do. I got 100 million people willing to give me $1. I made a few 100 million. Now, you might not think I'm funny, but I don't really need you to make it though, do I? There's a whole lot of people hating on y'all, but you don't need now one of them.
That's a fact.
You know, the fact that I ain't never heard now one of Lil Baby's records. I wouldn't know a Lil Baby song. He don't need me. A$AP Rocky. He got Rihanna. What he need me for?